Hey everybody, this is Renegades React. I am Bo, and
This is Nate.
and today we're going to check out something pretty cool. It's this guy called Man at Arms and his company, and they make some really sick weapons from different media, like from TV shows and video games and anime and all sorts of stuff. And he always makes it super like functional, and it always like is really cool, and the way he does it is just so authentic, I'd say. And yeah, it's today's the one that we're going to look at is Squall's Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan, as you may or may not know.
Yeah.
And 8's one of my favorites, and Squall, it's kind of a bitch, but but his Gunblade, on the other hand, really sick. I don't care. Some people call it stupid. I love it. I love the whole trigger system. You know, you hit and it's just like boom. It's cool. It's cool.
All right.
So yeah, you may call it stupid. I call it stupid awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, but okay, we're gonna check it out, see how he does it, see how it all goes and everything, like puts it together. And yeah, we might, you know, be a little nerdy while we're at it about it.
Of course. May nerd out a bit.
Well, yeah.
There we are. Here we go.
That's the risk we must take.
Yes.
Got you to a Gunblade. I love the sound effects. Oh, there it goes. Just falls out of the air, out of the sky. 8 has one of the best like openings like of all time too. Man. You have this epic fight. It's all gritty and shit. It's like, and there's blood and feathers everywhere. Oh, so good. And they have that epic like music playing. It's in like Latin and shit.
I'm Matt.
Great.
I'm Carrie. We are the Stagmer Brothers of Baltimore Knife and Sword.
There we go.
Our work can be seen on film,
Ilya's
Broadway,
probably one of my
and
favorite
Renaissance
builders on the
festivals
show
around the
because
country.
We're going to be building some of your favorite weapons.
He's just
and
passionate
some
about
weapons
making
that you've never
blade
seen
Oh,
before.
yeah.
This
He
is
loves
Man at
sharp,
Arms,
pointy things.
Reforged.
Man at Arms Reforged.
Reforged.
After reading through all the comments, the most requested blade by far has been Squall's Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. Here we have a 3D rendering.
Thank you,
I got
guys.
one on the top here that has all our dimensioning figured out. I'm going to go ahead and
It's
use
hard
the
to
one
find
on the
people who
bottom and
like
trace our
Final Fantasy VIII
profile and
specifically,
prepare it for
but-
CNC
Well, it's
cutting
because
on
people are
plasma.
so enticed by
We're actually
7.
gonna
Yeah,
add
people
the
like
hammering
the
later
series
as
as a
a
whole, or
functional
they like
hammer, so
certain
I'm gonna
parts of the
just
series.
skip right around that.
8's
Just
like
like the
that a
hammer,
lot
I'm
of
going
time
to leave
because
the trigger out so
it's
we
kind
can
of
add that as a
It's kind of
functional
a
piece
like
later.
an oddball.
So there we go.
Out of the series.
Yeah.
After Matt
lot.
finalizes the design, we have John, using the CNC plasma table, cut out the frame and the blade in chromoly steel.
Chromoly. It sounds like some kind of like
The way our plasma
Dastardly
cutter works
bad
is it
guy.
blows
Chromoly.
high compressed air through the nozzle
like a
and
goblin.
strikes
or
an
something.
arc. That arc
Yeah,
then turns
Chromoly,
the
the
air
goblin
into a
goblin.
plasma beam that pierces the metal.
Look at that.
Oh wow! So it starts out like
John uses the
fully
Bader
shaped,
Sanders
like,
to
from the
deburr
start,
the blade.
Yeah.
We have to have a reasonably fine
I
finish
love those
so that
things.
when the engraving is
Belt
cut on the
sanders.
CNC
Yeah.
mill, we don't
What
have
he
to
said.
sand it deeply to smooth it again.
It's now my turn to lay out the engraving for the Griever. It's basically a winged
Griever.
lion, pretty classic symbol from Final Fantasy VIII. It's a little bit different when drawing something that's going to be cut on a mill instead of being cut on the plasma cutter. We really have to get all the undercuts and everything on the inside as well.
It looks like a bitch. It looks like
Oh, it
Using
is.
the retrofit
It is.
Bridgeport, we engrave the Griever on the
Yeah,
side
they
of
do
the
the
blade. We'll be
engraving
cutting the
right there.
engraving
like all that stuff
15,000
looks really
steep,
cool, but it's got to be
5,000
like
per
so
pass.
like hard. Like takes
All right, we got our Gunblade back from engraving.
Of course, it takes
We
time,
got the
but
Griever
compared to
on
what
there,
it
which
used
I
to
think
take,
turned out really
That's
nice.
yeah.
Next
You're
step
not
is to
in, like,
lay
you
on
know,
our edge bevel,
a shop in,
and then
like,
ready for heat
countryside
treat.
like this
Yeah,
all
in the
day.
medieval times and all that.
Yeah. But you did have magic back then, so that helped. You know. How come like all
We use the
like
long
medieval
forge
worlds
for
or a
heat
lot of them
treating the
have like
Final
magic?
Fantasy Gunblade.
But like a lot of the other worlds,
Taking a quick hardening.
you know,
I
like
don't know.
if it's set in
Frame
modern
area,
day, most of the
blade's
times it's
gonna
not
be a different
magic. But if it's set in
hardness.
medieval
We're gonna
times,
have
there's
to
an
protect
80%
the Griever
chance there's gonna be
engraving.
magic.
We're gonna
Yeah.
protect
It's
that
weird.
by melting some soap on it.
I guess
The soap's
magic
gonna keep
existed
the
back
oxygen off the surface.
Soap.
Well, that's what they have to use.
I love it. They just like
So the reason that
all
we
this
heat
like
treat the
technical
blade
shit
is
and then
to
soap.
make it harder so it'll hold an edge,
That's great.
and also to make it considerably stronger. Our target temperature is about 1550 degrees. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna quench it
About
into the oil
350
for hardening.
degrees, no problem, no big deal. Jesus.
So from here, I can hand it off to Matt to polish.
Yeah, you gotta feel like a badass, like every. Look at that.
We set an
You gotta
index
feel like a
route on the
badass,
Gorton
like
milling
doing that every
machine
day, man.
to drill the cylinder.
You gotta go home and be like, yep.
We're just gonna start with
I'm a bad
center
motherfucker,
drill,
you know?
and then we'll come back through, drill them up to size, run a mill down for our final sizing,
Look at that.
and then we'll probably come back
They're
and
building
cut
the
in
cylinder
a
for
shoulder
the,
for the shells.
Mm-hmm.
The cylinder is
for
actually
the,
a little bit under 3 inches.
bullets.
We have 4.5 inches here. So we're going to over
So you can
drill it,
push
and then
R
we're going to go back up on the
and get
lathe
that
and we're going
extra
to
bit of
cut the
damage in.
piece to shape so that it actually fits in the gun. That'll expose the back side of the drilling for the chambers. What
It was
we're
always
going to
so
do now
hard
is
to
we're going
time
to cut a
that,
shoulder
you know?
in so
You
that
have to
when
push
we
R
make
right
a
as you
faux
hit the,
cartridge
like,
to go
opponent,
into that,
and then it
it'll have a
shoots the
shoulder to
bullet
sit
out
on.
as
It'll
you're
be pretty much
slashing.
identical you do
So
for,
it's so hard to
for a
get that
real
timing.
firearm.
Yeah.
We lay the indexing head over so that it
I
can
wonder if
cut
it's easier than
horizontally.
that.
This is so we can flute the
Not really
cylinder.
sure.
How do you hit like R trigger in real life? Like how? What's the equivalent of R trigger in real life?
Not really sure.
Maybe
John cuts additional sections of the frame for me to add
I'll
to
just
the
hit my
gun
right
section.
shoulder. That's my left. That's my left.
I'm just adding some clamps so that I've got a fairly flush surface before I do any welding. And this will get welded on this side, and it'll reinforce the whole piece. And then it'll get blended out to match so that it looks like it's all one piece. For the external welds, I'm using a MIG welder. For the internal welds,
Inert gas.
I'll use a TIG so we have less cleanup.
There's so many steps to this.
So we're going to take it over to one of the baiters with some rough grit on it and
Yeah,
take off
starting
the high
metallic.
weld. So you can see now where the weld was, it's essentially become one piece. So now that we know the size of the frame, we're going to take the cylinder and cut it down to 2.7575 inches. We're going to do a final filing to get the frame to fit exactly right, but this is going to get us
What were you
really
using
close.
that brush for? It was just like holding it there. Is that doing
I take the
anything?
cylinder to the Bader sander,
I believe so.
working
I
on
believe
the
that,
contact wheel and the
smoothens it
slack
out as it
belt
goes.
on two
Okay.
different grits, both 180 and 240
Maybe they're
grit,
like
to
basting
clean
it
up
like a
and
turkey or
polish out
something,
the cylinder.
Yes, polishing it, I
To
guess.
complete
Yeah,
the
that's
fit
about
and
it.
make sure the cylinder will turn,
Make it look nice
I use a
and shiny.
hand file to cut in the corners and shave the edges clean.
See, these guys don't.
Look at
cut-
that. Look at that.
Oh,
Perfect
that's sick.
Even
See,
though we're
these
not
guys
making
don't
a
cut
firing
corners,
replica,
even when they're
we
cutting
wanted to make
corners.
sure that visually this would be the same as it is in the game. Since you can see the cartridges in the game, we turn them on the lathe.
Oh man. Here we go. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
The wax pendant is placed inside of a flask. The flask is then filled with a plaster that we call investment. It has silica in it that allows the high temperature and the air to pass through it when we put it in the vacuum unit.
Once it's done doing its boiling and getting the air out of it, we're going to let these sit for at least 4 hours till they set up, and then they get put in a kiln and burnt out overnight. So all the wax will come out of it and everything, and then tomorrow morning we can cast. It needs to be there for at least 8 hours at 1800 degrees, and then we bring it back down to around 950.
With the kiln at 950
Oh, there it
and the
is.
bronze at 2100
Looks like
degrees,
lava. Look at it.
we're prepared
Oh my
to
God.
pour the griever pendant.
Oh my God.
Once we can visibly see
that stuff.
that the bronze is no
Look at
longer
that.
glowing, we quench the flask to reveal the griever pendant.
There it comes. Comes out, no problem.
Not a problem.
There it is, Griever. Oh my God. I have a necklace
After
of that,
measuring
like
off
that
a
at home,
preliminary set,
except
I
it was
recut the
not
trigger
made
and
that
the
well.
hammer so they'll fit the gun blade. Using the Gorton milling machine and a ball end cutter, I relieve the frame for the cylinder pin.
just the hard steel.
Alright, we got our Squall's Gunblade almost all done. All we gotta do is attach the wood slabs for the handle, get this outer piece a little tigged on.
Yep. And go fight
Carrie's
some
got it all
Ochus.
machined out on the inside for the trigger and the hammer. Gotta attach that, polish her up, and we're ready to battle.
Oh yeah, I forgot the chain. The chain hangs off. I
Yeah.
thought they were just doing that for like a necklace or something. I forgot the chain hangs off of it. Completely forgot. Pretty sick, man. Pretty sick. Oh, watermelon. Oh! Never gets old, man. Slicing a watermelon in half never gets old. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn. The water, the like liquid just stayed there for like a second.
that's actually Jello they put
Oh,
in.
the jelly? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That clean slice.
Yep. Yeah! That fruit punch didn't know what hit it.
Nothing hit it.
Sucker.
Just sliced it.
Slice it up. Execution.
Zombies go boom.
Oh. I mean, you gotta take it out of some zombies too, man. That's a given.
Decapitation.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Pretty sick.
if you could pay them to make one weapon for you from any media, from anything, what would you pay them to make?
That's tough, man. I'm gonna have to go with let me see here. Well, the Gunblade was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gunblade was really, really cool. I'm probably gonna have to go with the dildo from Naked Lunch.
Ask a serious question and I get a stupid answer. That's what you get sometimes.
You know, it's called Steely Dan, so pretty
Jesus.
awesome. No, I'm just kidding. There's so many good ones. The Final Fantasy series is great because it has some super cool weapons, and Gunblade is one. Buster Sword is amazing. Masamune, which is just gigantic, and there's weapons that don't make sense, like Renoa's like edge, where she just like shoots out a thing and it like comes back, so it's kind of like a boomerang but kind of not, and it's weird. Plus she uses her dog. She uses her dog in battle.
Yeah.
And it like attacks the people, and it's just like so cool. And Irvine too, he has like the like different ammo that you can use. Like you can use just ammo that like shoots really like is really strong, but yeah, it takes a while to actually like fire. So it like charges and like when you have to wait. And there's ones you go like and you shoot and you push the trigger and it just like goes out like crazy. And so
then
yeah.
they also made Orin's
Oh yeah, Oron's sword. Yeah.
Oron's sword,
Oron's
yeah.
sword's great. Yeah. Oron's badass too. I want them like to, it's so cool because like if you want to make it like completely like perfect, you have to make the sword and his like jug that he keeps his like alcohol in. Like we're not exactly sure what's in it, but we're pretty sure.
Yeah, we're kids. We're like, oh, is it like water or something?
Yeah, it's
like no,
fruit
it's
juice.
sake.
It's fruit juice, guys. But yeah, we're pretty sure it's alcohol. It's pretty.
It's either
much
sake or
assured.
whiskey.
Yeah, and it's cool because on one of his overdrives, it's overdrives on this one.
Yeah.
He does. He like takes out the jug, drinks it, and then spits it up on the sword, and it gives it like magical properties or some shit. So it's like some really good sake, man.
Yeah.
It's like some really good shit.
It's like the life juice from friggin' Forbidden Kingdom.
yeah, exactly, man. It's like the mana in liquid form or something.
Yeah, and you see, man, if I had a choice, I would want a custom weapon by them. What I'd want is it's actually one that I've wanted to have done for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a what it is. It's a shotgun. A Winchester repeater shotgun that's got the handle. The pull forward handle. Have it extended out a little bit. Instead of having only 5 shells, having 6 shells, and on the back of it have like a war club, like a Powhatan war club.
Yeah.
And then on the front of it where the handle is, up front, where you're holding it on the bottom, there's actually a grip for it. There's actually a grip that you can use it as a war hammer or to use it as a war club.
Yeah, I see.
And
you really put some thought into this, man.
Oh, dude, I if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, that'd be the one I'd want. That'd be the one I'd want because the shotgun, it's easy to reload. All you do is you push the thing up, click, 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 and then.
Yeah, it's all purpose, man.
And then if they get too close, turn it around.
Yeah. Whack. You club that motherfucker, man. My gosh, you go medieval on their ass.
I try to. So yeah, that's
sick.
So yeah, that's me, man. I mean, I love to do stuff like that. I mean, I love to. I might ask Micah to help me do it.
Yeah.
If I can get a Winchester, if I can ever get a good Winchester 1887 model.
Yeah. And whenever we make it, though, if we ever do make it, in the background we gotta play "In the Club."
You can find me in the club, heart full of. just like smacking people with
and then,
it.
Yeah, you're clubbing somebody.
Yeah. Just be like, got the war club and just like someone starts talking smack, saying, you know, go Terminator, you know that.
That's right.
And then do that. Yeah, the Arnold flip, the Arnold shotgun flip.
Yeah, and it's a club instead. Like
Yeah.
instead of the barrel again, it's just a club.
Boom. Yeah.
Like the flowers drop, like the rose petals drop to the floor, and it's like club in the face.
Club to the face.
That would be sick.
And then and then once you club him in the face, reload, bang.
Oh yeah, man. My gosh, that TX 2000 or whatever.
T1000.
Yeah, he would have been fucked if he got clubbed,
No,
man. My
no.
gosh.
Well, that club I think would have added another form of attack to it.
Yeah, he probably would have like grown it on his like you know shoulder or something, or like his balls. He'd be just like club, you know, and he'd just like swing it around.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
those
that's
bastards. They made him too good.
Yeah.
Made him too good.
So yeah, that's that was the. Oh yeah, actually you did the intro on this one.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Go ahead.
I'm not here very often. I forget these things. So yeah, guys, that's been the Man at Arms Reforged, and we watched Squall's Gunblade. It was super sick, and if you like FF8, you got a lot more out of this video, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you don't, go check it out. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Shameless plug. And that's all for us today, guys, and we'll see you later.